Hey everyone, Norman here, and I'm going to give you all a walkthrough on 2D CFD with Ansys. So this should get you from the beginning, like plotting airfoils by X and Y coordinates in SolidWorks, to having a fully functional 2D simulation. So before we start, some things you should have set up. Obviously, you want to have Ansys R1 and R2 installed on your computer. These are provided by the school. Just a note that in the future, expect to move to Star CCM Plus or a different Ansys install, just because the academic version provided by the school limits each simulation to 300,000 cells maximum, which is perfectly fine for 2D, but for a 3D CFD simulation, I think last year our average was around 6 million cells, so obviously 300,000 isn't quite enough. So you're going to have to expect to re-download and reinstall some software in the future, but if you've gone through the process once with Ansys, it'll be much easier and much faster in the future. Next, you want to have Cisco AnyConnect set up. This VPN allows you to connect to the UCSD server to validate your license file. Otherwise, the program won't run on your computer. For example, if you're just connected to your home network. So to set up the Cisco AnyConnect VPN, you can come to this website at blink.ucsd.edu. All I did was search Cisco AnyConnect UCSD. It should be this first link, and this page has a bunch of information on VPNs at UCSD and how to use them, I think. But the critical thing is just to scroll down and come to this VPN AnyConnect client section and download the right version for your computer. And once you do that, all you have to do is open it up, and you should be able to natively connect. So the address is vpn.ucsd.edu. I think you can type that in, but I'm already connected right now, and that's what it should look like when you have everything good to go. Finally, you want to have your Ansys CAD configuration manager set up. This is an Ansys feature that allows it to interface with SolidWorks part files, or part files of a bunch of different CAD programs actually. So this way you can save time and not have to convert your files into different formats before you use them with Ansys. You can just natively import SolidWorks files. So just search CAD configuration manager once you have both SolidWorks and Ansys installed. And this step's important. Make sure you right click and run it as an administrator, because you're making some root level changes, and if you don't run it as an administrator, the settings don't complete successfully. So I'll run it as an administrator. Over here, there's a bunch of these different CAD interfaces that you can select. I just have SolidWorks installed. I guess I'll do AutoCAD as well, but select the ones that apply to you, and make sure you have the Workbench Associative Interface selected, because we're assuming that you have the full program installed and you want to take advantage of all the features possible. Once you do that, you can go to CAD Configuration, this tab on the right, and hit Configure. And you should see these success messages, and once that's done, you're all set, and you only have to do this once. If you don't see a success message, just try it again and make sure you're running this as an administrator.